If you're looking to catch more walleye, you've come to the right place. I'll be showing you 5 things to help you troll for walleye and catch more fish. My name is TJ, let's go. One of the things we have to do is check water clarity. Water clarity gives a good idea of how well the walleye are gonna be able to see your bait in that water. The better they can see, the better you can fish and catch more of them. What I have here is my 6'6" pole. I got a bright lure at the end of it, and I'm gonna just stick it down and see how far down I can actually see this lure. So looking down, and I don't even have to go down all the way, but I got it about 4 or 5 feet down and I can see that lure still. So that tells me that this water is pretty clear. You want to start off around 2 miles per hour. That's a good base point to start trolling for these walleye, especially in the summertime. Sometimes I like to troll a little bit faster to cover more area, but that's gonna determine sometimes if you're actually catching fish or if you're not catching fish, is that speed. So make sure you're trolling at the right speed, guys. Lure selection. Another critical thing when you're out here trolling for walleye. Today we're gonna be using a little bit of crankbaits and a little bit of spoons. So we'll put these on, see which one works best. And then once we figure out which one is working best for us, then we'll put all either spoons or the crankbaits on our lines. Another thing that you could be using out here when you're trolling is a worm harness. Don't have any worms today, so I can't do that, but you gotta figure out which one is gonna work best for you and then go with that option. There we go, there we go. We got a hit on this one, y'all. Can't tell the weight of it. Feels like it got some decent size to it. It's fighting me, it's fighting me. I gotta keep the pressure on. This one's not too big, but it's big enough for a net, and I need to practice anyhow, so. Oh, my net's caught. Whew. Oh, it's barely hooked. Come on, come on. There we go. And just like that, guys, we have us our walleye. We have us our walleye, guys. All right, that's not too bad of a walleye, guys. Nice quick turn, got us a walleye in. Let's get some more. All right, so this is the lure that we use to get that walleye in. Get this back in the water. Ooh, I'm trying to check this line. It got a fish on it, y'all. Oh yeah, it's a nice one too. Now, I could have told me that before. That spoon that I put out there is what that hit on, and that's a nice fish right there, guys. It's a nice fish right there. Oh, there we go. It's a nice fish. And it just spit it out, guys. But it's hard because we caught one on a spoon and we caught one on a crankbait as well, but this is a nice walleye. So right now, I'm gonna keep the spoon and the crankbaits out there, and maybe I'll switch up the different colors, but make sure you're picking the right colors. You're pulling walleye just like this. All right, I'm gonna get my lure back in the water. Keep fishing. Guys, I didn't have this in long, but this is the lure that just caught that fish. Small little spoon, but it works for me. Look at that bend on there, y'all. See that bend? Ah. So that's gonna be 2 on this lure, which that means today they're biting on crankbaits and they're biting on crankbaits and the spoons. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, what just happened? Holy cow. Oh my goodness, what just happened? What the heck was that? It's like it got caught on something. It was not bending like that. It almost ripped it out of my hand, guys. I know I don't have any other line. Oh my goodness, what the heck just happened? It must have got foul hooked. It had to have turned and got foul hooked. That thing is like digging. It's digging down. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm gonna just take my time with it. I really don't think it's a big fish. I think it may have just turned itself and maybe hooked itself on the side. Oh, but it got a pull to it. It got a pull to it. No, 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 no. Whoa, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Don't get by that motor. I wanna see it, I wanna see it. Oh, I wanna see it. Oh, yep, yep. That's what I was saying. It got foul hooked. It got foul hooked. It's on its back. Oh my goodness. So that was a tough one, guys. That was a tough one, and it's off already. So it originally bit on. Look at this. Oh my goodness. This is a nice one. Not too bad. Now this one, it's all tangled up. I'm gonna get this one back in the water because it did get foul hooked, and technically you're not allowed to keep them when they're foul hooked. So, it means I can just catch some more, guys. But, nice walleye. Nice. All right, now, this is the one that caught that last fish. Another thing that you want to try to do is when you're marking those fish on your fish finder, you got to make sure you try to put these right above their head, because fish have their eyes on the top of their head. All right, get this back in the water. Got a good hit on this one, y'all. Good hit. I'm glad I saw it, because last time I did not see it. Now we're trying to zone in to really get these lures right above those fish. So that's the big thing about getting those lures right where they're at, so that way they'll be in that nice strike zone. Again, this one's coming on that spoon. This one doesn't look too big. Let's get them in the boat and see though. There we go. And it's off the hook already. Look at this one, guys, really nice. So we got us another one on that spoon, and what we want to do is get those lures to be swimming right above where those fish are getting marked at. So you see how the walleye have the eyes on the top of their head? They're not going to be looking down. So if you're fishing too low, then they're not going to see that bait. So if they're marking around 30 feet, you want to get this lure right around anywhere from 2 to 5 feet above where this fish is going to be marking at. So that way it can look up and actually see those bait. You got to make sure you're trying to do that, or you're gonna miss a lot of fish. You don't want to miss those fish. Remember how we did our test from earlier to see how clear the water is, and we got around 4 to 5 feet that we could still see our lure really well. So same with the walleye. You can get that lure right above, you know, those fish where they're marking at, and then they'll see that, go after that bait. All right, let me get the lure back in the water, get another one. This is the lure that caught that last one. Well, there you got a fish on. Looks like we've been dragging it. I'm gonna just do the flip and get it up here. Look at that, guys. Nice small one. I'm gonna get this one back in. All right, we are getting a hit on this one. Now, it didn't look like a walleye hit at all. Had more of a bounciness to it, maybe like a white bass or something like that. Look like it is a walleye. Still not too big. I can do the flip. All right, still catching walleye, guys. This one's smaller, but still catching them. There we go. Finally got that hit on there. You guys can see how that lure works. I don't think it was a big hit, not a big fish, I'm thinking, but I'm gonna see what it is. Yeah, it's a small one. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it up. I'm glad I saw the hit, because this one is tiny, y'all. Get it back in the water. Got another one. All right. Got another one on. This one's big enough where I can just flip it as well. So, got us another one, guys. This one's, let's see, is measuring at right around 15 and a half. All right, here it is, measuring right around 15 and a half. All right, nice. I'm gonna put this one back in the water. Number one important thing is finding the walleye. Look right there, we have marks all right there. We have some coming in. That's what we want to see when we're trying to find us some walleye, when we want to start trolling. If you have kind of just a blank screen, you don't want that. You know there's not a decent sized school of walleye to start fishing in that area. If the screen is just, see how it's blank back here? If it's blank back here, that can be fine up until a certain point. I mean, if it's blank for 30 seconds, then you don't want to start fishing that spot. See how new marks started coming in? That's what we mean. That's what we need to see in order to start fishing, trying to pull those walleye in. All right, There we go, got a fish on. Line was pulling pretty hard. Gotta try to get this one in. Okay. I see you, buddy. I see you. There we go. And just like that, got another one. It's hitting that bottom lip on there. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna get it out of your lip here in a second. And there we go, guys. Another walleye. Another walleye, just like that. So finding those walleyes is the top priority that you want to try to do in order to start catching some of those walleye. Turning the boat sometimes, changing the angle. What it does on one side of the boat, it raises it up a little bit, speeds that lure up. On the other side, it slows it down. So changing that direction of the boat and making a turn sometimes can trigger a bite. I've had a lot of success. Other people, those that know that turning that boat sometimes can have an impact on when that fish strikes that line. So that's another good one that you want to keep in your arsenal. Right now, I'm making a couple of turns myself to see if I can trigger that bite. All right, guys, we got another fish on. Okay. All right, so let's recap. First, I told you guys you need to find the fish. Finding the fish is the biggest part of actually catching walleye when you're trolling. Next, you need to put the lure right above their heads. We need to make sure we have the right lure selection. Whether you're using crankbaits, whether you're using spoons, or even worm harnesses, make sure you pick the right one to catch those walleye. Starting with a speed of about 2 miles per hour, and then you can speed it up, see if that works better for you, or you can slow it down a little bit as well. And the next thing is, make sure you're fishing in clear water. It's gonna be, you can catch fish in a little bit murky water, but it's gonna be a little bit tougher for you. And then the bonus tip that I gave is actually making turns with the boat. Once you turn your boat a little bit, it's gonna speed the lures up on the one side, slow them down on the other side. Sometimes that triggers a bite. Okay, that's a good one. It's a little bit better than the other ones. Oh boy, it's gonna be a little bit tougher because I got more line out than I had because it's on there. There we go. That was interesting. And it came off. All right. So another small one. This one is probably around 16 inches. But if you like what you've seen today, make sure to like. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'm almost at 1,000, so it'd be really great if I can get that by the next video. But always, keep fishing. Let's go.